Pensacon, one of the largest nerdy events hosted in Pensacola, Florida, yearly at the Pensacola Bay Center, home of the Pensacola Ice Flyers. It's a hockey rink, y'all. It was really fun to be there. And if you weren't there, I'm so sad to tell you that we were, and we're going to tell you all about it in this episode, What a Con. Right after this, please stand by.
Hi, Puddins! Harley Quinn here, and you're tuned in
No,
to the
Holly,
Bear-
that's my line. You're tuned in to the Bear and Beard podcast. Enjoy the show.
Well, you're lining up. Well, they're excited.
And line up they did for this event. What's going on, Fandomites? Welcome to or back to the Bear and the Beard podcast. I am the Bear. I am joined, as always, by my majestically bearded, faithful co-host, Bearded Brian Guy, the Beard. Brosius Mayo, my guy.
Mayo Brosius, my dude, how we doing?
I am doing very well indeed. Missing you already, because it's been now 2
Yes.
weeks since
Much
you were
missing
at
going on
Pensacon.
right now. much missing.
We are also joined by our third co-host, the Nerd Squatch, Jay. What's going on, brother man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing very well indeed. And we just lost our guest. Where did our guest go?
He might have had technical difficulties. I'm sure
He'll be
come
back. That's Kevin from So Geeking Cool.
He's
also
a Home
plays
Alone name.
the amazing Rubius Hagrid cosplay. We've shown pictures of it for our Harry Potter event. He's been up here helping us with that and everything else. He was at the con. There he is.
Kevin!
What's going on, Kevin?
Magic.
Oh man, when I
Welcome
tell
back.
you
The applause is
that
great.
my most favorite part of this event was just getting to hang out with the Beard, Jay, Kevin, Frank, Kelly from So Geeking Cool, and our new friends that we made while we were there. We also had Caleb and Denise from Frack and Friends show.
Yes.
A blast to hang out with everybody. That like more than being on the con floor was probably my favorite part. But that is what we're going to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen, is Pensacon 10 is in the books. It is already done and passed. It's gone away. Their 10-year anniversary was so amazing.
Miss
So
you, Pensacon.
star-studded. And I can't wait to be back next year. I think it's going to be great. I know they've already announced some Death Note voice actors, some Farscape stars, and some other people that they've already announced for 2024. So let's just get into it, shall we?
Guys, how about that con?
What a con, man.
The lineup alone, Doctor Who fans in the house right now, blew my mind to stand just a few feet away from the ninth Doctor that got me into Doctor Who.
Eccleston making his first American appearance since I don't know when. I haven't been keeping track of it.
I don't know what the people who run Pensacon did to get him to go there. What they may have just said, pretty please, but thank you for getting him there. I did not get to meet him, but just standing near him and hearing him interact with fans was amazing.
My idea is that, Mike has them there almost every year.
Mhm.
Like that, tons of doctors. So my idea is that word gets around really, really quickly between them about which shows treat their guests right.
Absolutely.
And so he probably heard from other doctors that Mike, does it the right way.
Worth it for just the trip to Pensacola, really. I mean,
Oh yeah.
And he was there, Lillard was there, Matthew Lillard, our favorite Shaggy, or at least my favorite Shaggy, other than the original voice actor. So, and he was also in Scream. Tons of reunions were going on.
Yeah, Scream reunion, because
What?
what's his name? Ulrich? I don't know. He played one of the killers in the original Scream movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's interesting that they had a reunion so close to the newest Scream movie coming.
Skeet Ulrich.
Skeet Ulrich. Thank you, Nerd Squatch.
Also, our the Clerks cast.
Yes.
A lot of them were there. That was really fun. Meeting some of them, or at least interacting with them. I didn't meet them, but I was in the room with them. That was a lot of fun. We did one celebrity interview, which we will talk about later. That was a lot of fun, and just man, Pensacola, like this was.
That city is beautiful. They take pride in their community, and I love it.
Pensacola is about a 4-hour drive from the Bear Cave. I know it's probably like a 18-hour drive from the Beard Den, and it's about a 3-hour drive from the Squatch Lounge, right? 2 or 3?
Like
Squatch
an hour and a half.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
And I mean, Kevin just parks the Enterprise wherever, so it doesn't matter.
Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah.
We got a little taste of being in a starship.
Yes, we did.
We sure did.
We went to that. What was the name of that restaurant?
Shout out to the Fish House.
The Fish House. Yes.
For decking out their deck and interior, along with Star Trek. They also had a lot of Hogwarts themed stuff. They were selling butterbeer and other cocktails. It was amazing. They gave us little like chopstick sized wands. So
I have mine somewhere. I just can't remember where I put
I'm pretty sure the kids ran off with mine somewhere as soon as I got home and they found them.
They were adorable sized. But I just loved the three of us just getting to sit there in a form of the starship.
Yeah.
In amazing positions, by the way. Gotta
love that Beard's looking at Jay, Jay's looking at me, and I'm just like, that way.
Onward.
It's like, are you sure about this? Never have been, never will be. Let's go.
Into the unknown.
Exactly.
So our weekend actually started Thursday night. That's when me and Brian and Kevin and Frank and everybody got in. We went as soon as I picked you up from the airport. We went to meet up with Frack from the Frack and Friends show over at a bar called Play. If you are ever in the Pensacola area, doesn't have to be during an event, please go and check them out. It is a retro arcade bar where you can play skee ball and hoops. It's decorated, it's decked out like Super Mario, and they have karaoke Thursday nights with our friend Crystal.
Yes, shout out to Crystal. She was amazing. Best karaoke DJ ever.
Well,
I haven't been to that many. I'm sorry, Bear. I'm even going to place her above you. You're my best friend, but can I say it's neck and neck?
I
haven't seen you though.
Let me put it like this. I'm not saying I'm better, but that collab would be fire. That
I didn't even think of that.
Would be fire.
Dude.
We'd have to sell tickets.
Mississippi Comic Con. Crystal, come to Mississippi Comic Con.
Yes.
Let's do this.
Chica.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on. I'll let you.
We'll work out something with Dog Mud, right?
So now, Kevin, you had actually been to this event several times. Jay, you as well. I think this is like y'all's thing, but this was my first time in Florida as an adult. So, and y'all, and I know Kevin and Frank, y'all kind of took us to some different food places. What was your favorite one that we all went to as a group?
Well, I'm gonna be partial. McGuire's is my all-time favorite.
Yeah.
You know, it's it's the best place in Pensacola. You got great food. It's a good atmosphere. Great staff. Like I said, I can't say that about the food. It's probably one of the best, if you like steak, the best steakhouse in the Southeast. But it's just all around great place. That's my favorite Pensacola spot.
Yeah, we went there for brunch on Sunday, and they give you an Irish coffee with every brunch entree. Like so well done. Make sure you pay attention to the bathroom signs, though. That is, you better pay attention.
I, as the resident cheeseburger connoisseur,
Yeah.
I go everywhere I can to get a cheeseburger when I hear about it because I have to see what's so special because it's such a simple concept.
Right.
And this beer cheese that they make in-house, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. It was the only thing on the burger. It was beer cheese, the patty, and buns, and it's all it needed. It was incredible.
Yep.
I'll be honest, I can't even remember what I had. I just know it was delicious.
That's all that
I know what I
matters.
had. I had some delicious Belgian waffles, and
Yeah.
for the first time ever,
that's
I
right.
had an Irish coffee, and it was delicious.
You ever drunk Bailey's from a shoe?
Oh,
You drunk
oh
Bailey's from
no.
Shane?
Oh no. You're treading dangerous waters there.
What's that, Kevin?
I usually have to get a ribeye steak when I go there, but this time I decided I got the it was like the ham and cheese omelet, and it's so great. It is just
Yeah.
You look like you were enjoying it.
You did.
I was digging into
I
those
got to sit next to
waffles.
yeah.
That was other than the fact that I had a chronic leg pain all weekend and had to walk.
Yeah,
to
I was
McGuire's.
feeling for you.
That was probably the only downside to McGuire's was the fact that the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, now I gotta walk back. You know, like,
One thing about Pensacola, you will get a lot of walking in.
oh
I
yeah,
like the scooters.
yeah. We
Oh,
did,
yes,
we
we
did
love
opt in
those
for scooters. Multiple times. They have the I think it was, what was it called? Vio.
Video.
Vio,
yes.
shout out to that
What am I
company.
wearing in that?
That's the same vest you're wearing right now.
And then a hat. Is that a?
Day one.
And my
Pokemon
Marvel
hat?
hat.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a Marvel hat. Okay.
We have not yet gotten Jay one of the host hats. We will.
We got to get him one with his emblem, though.
Yeah. But the scooters were really fun. They seemed a lot more dangerous than they actually were because it's the whole, like you said earlier, Brian, the community of Pensacola knows that event is going on. Like the majority of them, they're like, okay, con's in town. There's going to be people walking around in costume. Let's give them some leeway. And it worked very, very well.
Well, another good thing about Pensacola is when the con is the weekend of the con, a lot of the local businesses get in on it. Like I said, the Atlas Orchard House had the hardware and Star Trek. A lot of the local bars, they have like special menus for it. The whole all in it. And you don't see that in a lot of other cities.
Even the airport. The airport I flew into changed from Pensacola International Airport to Pensacola Galactic Airport.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Cosplayers working there during the day and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. I kind of wish I wasn't such a scaredy cat of flying, and I probably would have flown in and gotten to fly out and experience some of that. That seemed really fun.
We'll have to Mr. T you sometime.
We did 2 panels or 3 panels.
Yes.
We did.
Shout out to the right place. I did 2 with you, but you guys did another one with Frank, the cosplay budget one, and you guys had a packed house in there.
Yeah. So
there
for
were people
any
standing in the door watching.
Yeah. For anyone that's seen us at a live event, the 2 that we normally do at every event is the live Talking Nerdy and the No Toxicity in My Fandom. We've done those. We have multiple recordings of those. The live Talking Nerdies are in the process of being edited and uploaded to our Patreon. So Patreon plug, go sign up for that $5 a month membership. Your money goes to either help keep the show going or to charity. We'll talk more about that later. But you'll get access to all those. All the Talking Nerdies where we've interviewed people at random different cons. At least one No Toxicity in My Fandom will be up there. One Squatch's Soapbox. Like at least one of all the different panels we do will be up there. And that one will now be included. The cosplaying on a budget. I, being an amateur cosplayer and very amateur because I've only been doing it for like a year, thought that Frank and Jay did an amazing job hosting that panel. It was very well done.
Thank you.
And
Where
thank
gotta
you to
give
everybody
yourself
that
some
asked
credit,
us
though.
questions. So
It has.
I could give myself credit all day, but at the end of the day, I'm just an idea guy. Like it takes like. Thank you, Alexa.
The idea is still important.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it takes people like Jay to go. This is how you can do
yes.
this. This
They're
is how you can do
amazing
this.
talent for cosplay.
Execution.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
execution is definitely Jay's market. The technical aspect, like for the Beast gloves, that was all Moni, our friend over in Texas. Love her. She also created our new Bearded Bear Entertainment logo.
Yes.
So shout out to
Peep
her.
the logo. It looks
Keep the
amazing.
logo. It looks so
she
good.
is so talented.
But yeah, and that one will be added to rotation. I think it's a very good message. It's a well, it's one of the few times we get to be informative. Like most of the other stuff we talk about, it's either been talked about, it's being talked about, it's common knowledge. That one was the first time it was really like where people were like, so what do you do to do this or to create this effect or to create this? What are some of the cheapest cosplays you've ever done? And so on and so forth. Very, very informative panel.
Yeah.
Great interactive audience. Thank you all for being there. And yeah, it was just so much fun. The right place.
Absolutely.
Shout out
to the right
again.
place.
So cool to have the panels hosted.
All those volunteers were really cool. During your
We didn't
guys'
burn up in there.
Nope.
Yeah, it was so cool in there, and they had fans in there. If we were a
I
little
know.
warm,
Yes.
it was perfect.
Awesome.
During your guys' cosplay on a budget panel, I actually started getting a little bit of a tickle in my throat, so I had to step out of the room, and I got a drink of water, and I was talking to one of the volunteers, a fellow Whovian. She was like in her 60s, and she was so sweet and gave me a little mint to help soothe my throat. Shout out to her. That was amazing.
Yeah.
They had some great volunteers for Pensacon this year.
Yeah, the volunteers were amazing. Very helpful, very informative when they needed to be. They weren't in your face about a lot. It was great. So let's look at one of my other favorite things of this con, of course. Any con is cosplay.
Yes.
So I want to show off some photos that we took of some different cosplayers. Now, this is our friend Josh. He's been working on this Spider-Man costume for a while now. I think since we saw him at MobyCon in May of last year, he's been working on this one. Saw him there. This young lady dressed up as Wendy from Wendy's with a huge bucket of the chili, which was really fun. Then we had the Waluigi, Luigi, and Wario team.
They looked amazing.
They did. They looked very well dressed. I told them we have a project in the works similar to what they were doing. And then we also had Link. I told her I was going to
That
make
was
that
an
joke.
amazing cosplay too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I swear, that's my favorite thing about cons is how much detail people put into these cosplays. I walk past a person, I'm like, "Hey, you are the Joker. You are the Joker. Hi, Joker." It's amazing.
I've always said that one of my favorite things about cosplay is the play part.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
And it's not expected. It's just it's awesome when it happens, when you can actually interact with someone that knows a lot about the character that they are dressed up as, to where you could ask them questions like we got asked a lot at MobyCon, like, oh, Mr. Fantastic, where's the thing? It's like, oh, he's off doing something, or and stuff like that. Sue, and I can never remember that character's name. I know that he is the wielder of
I always
Dark Shadow.
mispronounce it.
Very well done. We're also looking forward to talking to Sue's voice actress, Miss Monica Reel. Hopefully very soon.
We're looking forward to that. Nerding out for a bit.
I did not know that Pensacola was the home of the Blue Angels.
Oh.
So this was a Blue Angel Spartan
Oh,
117.
nice.
That's very creative.
That I saw. Yeah, and I was like, dude, Like, I know that he probably took that costume and was like, you know what? It doesn't need to be green. And just blasted it blue and blasted the helmet yellow. It's amazing. Had some crewmates from Among Us.
They were great.
One of them
White
was
is
looking
sus.
a little sus.
White is sus.
And one of my other favorite things about cosplay too is when you see families that cosplay together.
Yes.
This is a good example. This is My Hero. And I think the two off to the side are a different anime, but still a family unit that was like, we're all going to get dressed up. We're going to go to this convention. And it was really, really cool to see.
A family that cosplays together stays together.
Right.
Yep. We had, I had another family that I took a photo of. They are all from the Leaf Village.
Oh,
nice.
Naruto. So that was really fun. We ran into Herc and Meg at one of the panels or on the way to a panel. That was awesome. Like, we spotted Meg and I was like, was that Megara? And then Herc comes around the corner. I'm like, okay, I need y'all's photo. So
Did they ever
really
burst
fun.
into song?
No, they did not.
No, Greg.
Honestly, I thought this lady was going to, though. The Disney cosplays did not end with Herc and Meg. We also had the fairy godmother. Looking stylish, looking very cool. I thought that was really well done. These two guys, you'll recognize them.
Yep.
Flash and Reverse Flash.
This is the only one that I've edited so far with any of my amateur Photoshop skills, and the reveal.
Oh yeah.
We gotta send our pictures in.
Yeah, we do. We still have not done that yet.
We plan to.
Yeah, we do plan to.
Yes.
We had Life as a Teenage Robot.
Great.
Oh, I never saw. Oh, that's amazing.
And the human versions of two of the My Little Ponies.
Applejack and Rainbow Dash.
And probably my favorite cosplayer of the weekend, Homelander, was there.
Yes.
And every time
where
someone
was
complimented
I?
him, dude, every time someone complimented him, he just says, well, you're the real hero, and walks off. So, very
love that.
inner Homelander. Two more here. We had Raven and Gar and Gambit. The only Gambit I saw the entire weekend. Very well done cosplays. We have some more, but we can get to those later. So we saw a lot of people. We talked to a lot of people. It was very crowded on the vendor floor.
That was the downside, but
Yes, and this year, man, all the years I've been going, this was the first year that I can recall that they actually sold out of the weekend Friday, Saturday, Sunday passes. So it would have incredible. I've never seen that happen.
I will say, as crowded as the vendor floor was, at least the guest floors were moving very well.
Yeah.
That's where you would expect it to be really crowded up because there's these celebrities. Everyone wants to get near them. You'd think that it would be impossible to get close to them, but they made that traffic work really well by having them in separate areas. So you'll go to this area if you want to see this group. You'll go to that area if you want to see that group. Very well organized with the guests, I feel.
And that's what I love about Pensacon is the accessibility to the guests. You know, you can just walk up and just speak to them. And get your picture with them and selfies, autographs, all that. And it usually the lines usually run pretty smooth. So shout out to those volunteers because they are the MVP.
Oh, for sure,
Absolutely,
for sure.
Ooh, yeah, promo time, yeah.
This episode of the Bear and the Beard podcast is brought to you by, well, you.
That's right, Fandomites, we have launched a Patreon for the show, and we're asking you to be a part of it.
We are going to take out only what is necessary to keep the show going and to keep attending live events every month.
And the amount of funds still in the Patreon after that will be donated to our friends over the Children's of Mississippi.
That's right. In return for your generosity, the different tiers will receive different things: spring store discounts, exclusive bonus content, freebies at live events, and more.
So it's a win-win-win.
Shut up and take my money.
You help us keep the cost of the show down, get cool perks, and donate to a great cause.
Sounds simple enough. Join the Patreon today and stay awesome,
Stay bearded, and much love.
I've now experienced this con once. Brian has experienced this con once. I don't know how many you two have experienced, but now that we all have experienced it at least once, if you had one piece of advice to someone that's going to attend next year for the first time, what piece of advice would that be?
Cosplay comfortably.
Get some sleep.
All right. Get some sleep, cosplay comfortably. Kevin?
Get there early.
Get there early. My one piece of advice is skip the trolley.
Yes, skip the trolley.
Skip the trolley. It has no designated like where it's going to stop, when it's going to get there. It's not like city transit. Even though I think they do commandeer some city transit for the event. I'm not sure on that. Don't hold me to that. I'd say walk, get the scooter, or get an Uber. Skip the trolley. It's not that like if they were still running rail trolleys, I would say experience it and then skip it. But they're not. They're just buses. They're decorated like trolleys.
And the seats don't look that comfortable.
No, they do not. Everyone we talked to was like, yeah, I got on the trolley thinking that I was going to be there in like 5 minutes. It took like 30 and it was uncomfortable. Not saying, okay, and this is not a critique, not really, Pensacon. Hey, you're fulfilling a need. So, but to anyone experiencing it for the first time, maybe skip it. Maybe skip it.
And a great thing about Pensacon, they have a Pensacon app. You know, you download
Yes.
and it has a schedule of all the events and panels, and you can set it to give you a notification like 5 minutes or an hour before. So it's a good thing to plan your weekend around, especially going to the panels and the Q&As, because you got to factor in travel time. So if you
need to like think of what time stuff's happening, because
and it'll notify you. It'll notify you
Exactly.
about like if you put stuff on your list, like I want to attend this, I want to attend this. It will notify you, be like, hey, this is starting soon. You should probably start heading that way.
And the good thing is the venues is within walking distance of the base center. So you out. That's why I say it's a good thing to get there early to kind of plan your route. Because anything can happen. Another good thing, the weather was cooperative this year.
Yes.
Yeah, it didn't rain at all. Everyone was telling me, hey, you're going to Pensacola, expect it to rain on you a bunch.
Yeah,
and I never once felt rain.
All of the years I've been going to Pensacon, I didn't recall it raining once, and it was in the middle of the night. Like in daytime, it's actually has never rained.
Same here. It's just really hot.
It's weird how
hydrate. That's another form of advice. Hydrate.
Yeah.
But actually, I want to change my main advice if you're going to Pensacon. Enjoy Pensacon. Do it. Go see the celebrities, see the con floor. But while you're in Pensacola, make sure to take out some friends and go to the local businesses and check out the chocolate shop, the local food. Go out with your friends and experience the town, because that will add to your Pensacon experience.
It was the best part for me.
Yes, it just everything is just look for power.
Yeah.
Yes.
That night was amazing.
Thank y'all for putting up for me.
Thursday night
thank you for putting up with me.
Thursday night we did karaoke at Play. Friday night we went to a local theater and saw Quantumania together, which was really fun. That was the first time I've gotten to see a Marvel movie with my co-host friends. I have Ant-Man's helmet up there, the popcorn bucket.
Oh yes, that movie was amazing. An episode coming soon.
Yep. Saturday we went out and about on the town, as Brian was just showing photos. Met another guy named Bear.
Yes.
He walked up to me. He said, I see your shirt says the Bear the Beer podcast. My name is Bear and I'm not on it.
I love that whole group, because once he started chatting with us, a couple other of his friends started crowding in, and we just had a nice, good conversation going on.
Nerdy LARPer troop. They
Yes.
were a LARP troop, which was really fun. Yeah, man, it was a blast. Like just getting to hang out. Sometimes I felt like this guy, old Macho Man Randy Savage, just like, oh yeah. But yeah, man, no, it was, dude, it was so much fun. So much fun.
Did you guys have any celebrity experiences this year where you kind of got to connect with anyone at all?
We did, well, my only celebrity interaction was getting to interview the master of voices, Mr. David K.
That was amazing.
That was very fun.
He was so eager to talk too. I loved it.
That interview will be coming soon to the Patreon. Please go check that out, along with interview with the voice of a generation, Jason Page.
Yes.
So be on the lookout for those.
Jason Page.
Yeah, my interaction with him was the only one I had. Like we were so busy moving around doing so many different things that it wasn't I guess time was not allotted for me personally to where I felt like I can stand in this line for 30 minutes to talk to this one person. Yeah. I wasn't going to do that. Like we stood in the line for David K for about 20 minutes, but that was because we were talking to him about scheduling the interview later.
Before the con, Jay and I were actually planning on going to some of the Doctor Who actors and chatting with them together, because eventually we're going to do a Doctor Who episode together. Yep. But I didn't actually get to talk with any of them because if there's like 10 or so people in line, it's going to be a while, because these celebrities are not just shoving people away. They're actually taking time to look at you, interact with you, and connect with you. And so that takes time, and that's okay. So we didn't have the time to meet them all. That's true.
Well,
there will be other cons.
Yes.
Yeah. Most of my happy memories when I travel are memories that really happen to my mom. And just seeing her reaction and seeing her happy is what makes it a meaningful memory for me. And so, Mike at Pensacon, the CEO of the show, got Sharon Needles, who is a former winner of RuPaul's Drag Race, to be a guest this year. And Mom
looked so good too.
And Mom and
just
I
on point every day.
Love Drag Race. Yes, each look was flawless.
Yeah.
And so Mom got to speak to Sharon, and seeing Mom laugh and the raunchy comedy, and just she's exactly who she seems like on the TV and on YouTube. So it was a great interaction. And Mom has a T-shirt to remember it by.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Great.
My one souvenir was the 10-year pin. That was my souvenir.
I got mine on.
I have a souvenir, but I'm not gonna bring.
The artists that they had on the artist alley were really good too.
Yes.
Shout out to all the local artists and the professionals.
Shout out to Martha. We got to see Martha.
Yeah. Martha wasn't even a guest at the con. She was just there helping somebody else.
And she was cosplaying, and she looked amazing as always.
I'll see her this weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
Lucky.
3 booths down from Little Red Fox cosplay this year at Anime Fest.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep.
3 booths down.
I got to have a couple celebrity interactions at Pensacon. I got to talk to Steve Agee, John Economos himself.
Yeah.
And I asked him what he thought it would take for me.
You mean Diebeard?
Diebeard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Diebeard.
And I love that you brought up his nickname Diebeard, because that was the core of his answer when I was like, how do I cosplay John Economos? And he says, it's easy. You already got glasses, so get a little bit of a gray beard dye and dye your beard, so you'll be Diebeard. But instead, I'm dyeing my roots gray. That way, it looks like my natural hair is dyed.
Is the dye?
And then I gotta get a wig. He says, I already got the glasses. Then he says, wolf shirt,
flannel
over it. Boom.
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
He was going to be there last year, and I grew out my hair and my beard to do it, and then he canceled, and it was
Oh,
I'm glad he was there this year. I'm
Yeah.
really glad he made it.
The only reason I still have a beard right now, because I thought about shaving it off the other day, is because I want to do Beast and Hugo Strange at least one more time this year before I start styling it. Because Green Arrow is coming, and he only has the goatee. So Green Arrow is coming.
Love it.
That was another thing. Every Green Arrow or Link or someone like that at the con, I stopped them, complimented their cosplay, and then told them, like, now, where did you get this? Where did you get this?
Yeah.
What did you do to do this? I got so much information on how to build Green Arrow just by talking to people. Like, one dude was like, oh, this quiver, it's a real quiver. I just dyed it green with synthetic dye, and it cost me like $40. And I'm like, sold. Like, done.
So my favorite Green Arrow cosplayer, and I'm gonna have to send you the photo so it can pop up here because he looked amazing. It was right after one of our panels. I went to go look at the main panel room, and I looked down, and there was a Green Arrow cosplay. And I said, "Hey, Green Arrow, can you aim at me?" And he aimed up, and I caught the photo. He looked amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, I remember it. There was like 2 or 3 Green Arrows running around. I like that very much.
That's impressive. I like it.
It's my favorite DC character, so anytime I see him is already fun.
Oh, yeah. It's very impressive to see that. Yeah.
Oh, man. What else can we say about this event?
Clerks actors were amazing. The actor who plays Randall in Clerks, when he says in interviews that he doesn't have to act because he just is Randall, he ain't wrong. This guy was like trading random stuff, like a grape juice or a marker. Yeah, absolutely. But he was trading down too. He was trading up and then he was trading down. It was interesting. And then I was watching him take photos with the people in front of me when I was waiting in line to meet Dante Brian.
He wasn't even supposed to be there that day.
He wasn't even supposed to be there. He was supposed to be there. And then I got to meet Marilyn Gigliotti, my grandma's possible younger sister. Who knows? Maybe.
That was a fun conversation standing there listening to y'all talk about that, because she was legit like, I did that like 23andMe thing, and this is what mine came back as. And I'm like, what? Like,
and there was some commonalities. So like, I think I need to do a blood test.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Send your fit.
My favorite interaction with the Clerks guys was not at this con for me. It was at the first fan expo I went to 2 years ago. I yelled across the aisle to Brian and said, I didn't even know you were supposed to be here today. And then Randall threw candy at me.
Oh! Love it.
I was like, he did that because I told him, I was like, I like you. You're kind of cool, but I didn't like you so much, and that's when he threw the candy at me. So I was trying to do the G-rated version of F you, you're cool, and F you, I'm out. So
when I interacted with Brian, I told him, with spoiler alert for Clerks 3, okay, Dante dies, and it's sad. And so I asked him, how is he going to be in the next movie if they do another Clerks movie? He's like, he could be a Force Ghost.
Force Ghost.
Loved that answer.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it was so
Elias was
much
amazing,
fun.
too.
I miss you guys. I want to hang out with y'all more.
That's right.
Can we just go back to
Comic-Con's
Pensacon?
in June. It's just right around the corner.
Yeah.
Right.
We can go to Dogma to get some chib nibs.
Chib nibs for the win.
Nibs.
We actually have an event coming up this weekend. If you're listening to this on the day that it comes out, we are going to be, or me and some of the members of the Bearded Bear team, Hombrello, Mama Bear, we're also teaming up with Lil Oso Cosplay, and our Beastmaster friend Tucker is going to be bringing the macaw Izzy.
No freaking way!
For Mississippi Anime Fest this weekend, the 11th and 12th at Jackson Trademark. Per this nice little graph right here, we are B6, and if you look at this map here, that means we're right here on the back wall where everyone loads in at. We are just 5 booths away from Mr. Eric Stewart, which is really, really fun. And then and we're right next to the cosplayers. So, and Briumbra, our friends over at Briumbra Photography, will be right here at B10. So definitely come by and see us. I'll be hosting some panels, some new ones. Summer Dove and Why Does It Matter? Panel room 1 at 2:30, and then before that at 11, anime for beginners. Going to just talk about some animes that I have seen in my experience that work really well for someone trying to get into anime. And then the Summer Dub, we're just going to break that whole discussion down. Just why does it matter why people like it the way they like it? So we're going to have that conversation. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Nice.
Debut some new cosplays too.
I think I spoke something into existence because I was talking about Marilyn Gigliotti, and I just got a notification on my phone that Marilyn Gigliotti just viewed my TikTok profile.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
So
okay,
maybe she's gonna message me and say, "Hey, we need to do that DNA test. I might be your great aunt."
I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% your aunt.
Also, shout out to, I can't pronounce the name because I'm terrible at pronouncing names, but the artist who did the Pensacon badge.
Oh, yes.
Neptune. That is beautiful.
The Neptune logo. Very, very, like, you see that trident around Pensacon a lot of places, and then around Pensacola when you leave the con. It's amazing.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man. What else? Do we have anything else? Any other favorite things? Any other shout outs? I do know that drink I got at the Badlands that was called the Skittles is very good. If you're ever down in the area, go get one.
I don't remember any of the bar's names. I just know that I had a really great evening.
Oh, and
I loved going and getting a margarita at the Cactus
I remember
Canteen.
Pedro, whatever. Yeah.
And then, of course, we were missing
Cantina.
Mama Bear.
Yep.
We were missing Mama Bear, so we had to say, wish you were here. That was a very fun night, just us going around.
And then I got COVID. And then Robert got COVID.
And then I got COVID.
And then Mama Kim got COVID. And she wasn't even
I was blaming it on Pensacon, but now that I'm thinking about it, we did go to a lot of public places.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of us were washing our hands. I didn't get sick, though.
Shout out to the bartender that bartended at the Cabaret Saturday night for Pensacon for introducing me to pineapple ale.
Oh my god.
It's pineapple cider, sorry.
It was
that
delicious.
was
you gave me a sip of
so
that.
good.
Yes.
Yeah, so good. I did not know that existed.
Yep.
Kevin, what are y'all up to over at So Geeking Cool, man?
Well, we're gonna be recording our Pensacon recap episode soon. We're gonna be probably talking about Mandalorian and see, I'm still behind. So
Same.
So I'm not the greatest unless it's Star Trek. That's Star Trek hard right now. But I'm not the greatest at what I have to binge everything at once. So I'm watching 6 episodes at once, and then except for Star Trek.
Today's episode of Mandalorian was
bomb.
I think I'm gonna let them build up and binge them.
That's
Dude,
what
dude, you're missing out though.
I know, but I already have a show I'm dedicated to, and it's The Last of Us. So,
dude, I cannot believe this Sunday is going to be the finale. I'm not ready for The Last of Us season 1 to be over.
I am, because I want to talk about the last half of the season and the predictions.
Yeah, Bear's been telling me that he hates it. He's like, every step of this journey after the half season has just been terrible. Bear hates it.
It's complete bonkers, man. I don't know why everyone's so fan of the show. Oh man. Jay, you are currently working on another production down on the coast, are you not?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I am the costume designer for Oliver the Musical at Biloxi Little Theater. I'm also in it. I do play a role, very small role. And then he was like, do you want to be in the ensemble? No.
No.
And so I am doing the clothes, and I am in like 5 minutes of the show. But the clothes are amazing and they're bright and colorful and they are alone worth the price of admission. But these kids, y'all, these kids are amazing. If you want to see a show with some talented youngins and a talented ensemble, this is the biggest show I've been a part of since I've moved down here, and it is going to be something special.
That's awesome. When does that open?
March 24th, and it runs that entire weekend, and then the following weekend.
So if you're down on the Mississippi Gulf Coast or Alabama, New Orleans, all that, not too far away. Once you're down there, go check out Jay and Oliver at Center Stage Biloxi.
Oh, at Biloxi Little Theater.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. That's not a Center Stage production, is it?
It is not. No. Oh,
That is.
It is at Biloxi Little Theater.
Yeah. Say similar people, not the same venue, pretty much. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And then as soon as one more shameless plug, as soon as we finish
We're all shameless plugs here.
Yay! As soon as we finish recording this, I, with help from Beard, am going to be recording my recap of the recent announcements for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, which is coming out
I get to see it before
this year.
I get to watch you talk about it before any of you.
Yeah. So I'm going to be breaking
jealous.
down all the characters that they announced and all the cast members. This movie, y'all, is loaded. Like, this cast is huge. I'm so excited to talk about this.
It looks like it's going to be really well done. I can't wait to see it.
Oh, it does. And the trailer, I'm not talking about the trailer in a lot of detail, but the trailer is...
I haven't watched it yet. I was kind of holding off to see if we wanted to do a nerdy react, but there's so much stuff coming out. We could wait, but we will definitely get into that. But yes, be on the lookout for that. Jay is also currently working another shameless plug for you on the first episode of Squatch Talk.
Yeah,
so that'll be a new show launching under us. As always, also don't forget to go and check out the Bard Tavern Talk, which comes out every other Friday along with our show. They haven't had a recent episode upload. I need to call Tyler. Oh wait, that's right. He was moving. That's why. So they're on a little bit of a hiatus right now, but they should be back in the swing of it very soon.
Love it.
As I said, if you're going to be in the Jackson metro area this weekend, if you're listening to this the day it comes out, come by and see us at booth B6 at Mississippi Anime Fest. Get your $20 raffle ticket to win a Nintendo Switch with a copy of Let's Go Pikachu that our Patreon subscribers actually helped us to acquire.
Can I remotely enter the raffle?
You cannot remotely enter the raffle only because you work for the company. That's why you can't.
I want a Nintendo Switch.
We're also going to have some other cool prizes and stuff like the autographed print we got from David K of his voice acting of Shishomaru from Inuyasha, and some other stuff from our friends in the Jackson metro area. Comic books two for $1, I think. And all of it's going to the charity. All of it's going to Children's Hospital. Mama Bear's working on some awesome Pokemon related decals. And me and Mama Bear and Little Oso Cosplay are going to be doing the Titans cosplays that Sunday. I'm going to be Robin, Mama Bear's going to be Batgirl, and Little Oso is going to be Raven. Come and check that out. And in the meantime, I guess our next episode is going to be about Last of Us, unfortunately. The last episode about The Last of Us until season 2. But
and then I'm sure after that we'll do Ant-Man Quantumania.
And we might do something where we do a 2-parter or something like that for something. I don't know. You know what? It is what it is. But if you want to talk Last of Us with us, reach out to us now. That's the Talking Nerdy for this week. We're not going to do the intro music and all that. If you want to talk Last of Us, let us know. We'll try to have you on the show. Even if you want to send us a video recording of your favorite part of the show or your favorite part of the game, whichever.
Favorite casting.
Yeah, favorite casting, whatever. As long as it's Last of Us related, send that in. That's your assignment for this week. In the meantime, I think it's time to get out of here, guys. I've been the Bear.
I've been the Beard.
I've been Nerd Squatch.
And that has been our awesome guest host, co-host of So Geeking Cool, Kevin, the magical one. And we will see you next time. Until then, stay awesome.
Stay bearded.
And much love.
I
We're
can't
out
do
of
it.
here right now. Bye!
Well, cut the check!
That was totally wicked!
Thanks for checking out another Bearded Bear Entertainment production. New episodes of this show are released every other Friday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, in both audio and video format. Audio episodes are available pretty much anywhere you get your podcasts, and YouTube is the only place for video format.
For listeners, subscribe on your app so your device downloads it automatically, and for viewers, subscribe and click that little bell so you're notified about all our new nerdy content. Also, don't forget to follow us on our socials.
Facebook,
Instagram, and
TikTok
are all great places to interact with us.
Many thanks to the rest of our team, all of our geeks of the round table, and all of our awesome friends of the cast. Much love, y'all. Lastly, for more cool music like this awesome outro track, go check out HarlequinSoul, Secret Apex on Facebook and Spotify. His links are in the description as well.
Talk at you next episode, nerds.
See you then!